Hello and welcome to Sunshine Haze. This is Aja A. Y'all see tarot cards on the screen, so it means that it is time for a new moon forecast. We are now in the new moon in Aries time, new Aries lunar cycle. So we are in the time of, getting shit popping, getting things started. Aries is a cardinal sign. Aries is a fire sign. It's all about action. If you want more information on what this new moon in Aries actually means, go on and check out my video. I have a link down in the description box below for y'all. To start, this video is for Taurus. So Taurus sun, Taurus moon, Taurus rising. If you for some reason feel like this video is not resonating with you, go on and check out your moon or rising sign. I do have a link down in the description box below for those of you that are like, I'm not fucking with this video. Okay. Before I get started, thank you to everybody that's been tuning into my channel, my subscribers, all of my clients, especially the ones that I've been getting off of putting these videos on the internet. I really appreciate you. If you're interested in booking your own reading, go on and do it through my Etsy shop, or you can send me an email, and I have all of that information down in the description box as well. I accept payments through Cash App if you do send me an email, and then I also have an account with Instantgo, so you guys can send me a question on there. My prices are a little different, a little bit lower on there because they're quick, like 1-2 card readings. And then anyways, if you want to hit me up on Instantgo, hit me up on Instantgo and we can talk on there. All right, so I've got a tarot spread for you guys, very quick. I do these quick little 5-card readings for you every lunar cycle. So what we are going to be looking at today is what's popping for this new moon in Aries for you guys. As I said, Aries is the new beginning. It's the start of the new astrological year. It's the beginning of spring. It's a fire sign. So it's all about action, all about getting things going. So as I shuffle, I'll just tell you guys what we're going to be looking at today. As I do in all of my lunar spreads, we're going to be looking at the energy of this Aries lunar cycle. We'll also be looking at, always looking at any challenges or things crossing you during this lunar cycle. Because Aries is the sign associated with getting things started and it's cardinal, we're going to be looking at what new opportunities are coming in for you or things that you should be making moves on. Then we'll also be looking at a self card, and whatever comes up in that position will be in regards to yourself and your personal healing. Okay, guys? And then lastly, as I do in all of my spreads, we will be looking at a soul message, and that's just a little bit of insight, a little general message for your higher self, for your spirituality, or wherever you are along your path, however you want to interpret it. That last card is what I will be pulling for you. Okay, all right, go on and finish shuffling for you guys. I will say, Taurus, I always shuffle before, I shuffle in between spreads to release the energy of the last sign from my cards. And I shuffled and then I picked the deck up to do something, and I turned it over and y'all did have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. Now, I don't know what that means, but it is a soulmate year. This is an 11 year. Jupiter is in Scorpio. Neptune is in Pisces. We, all that water energy and that 11 duality partnership, master number, enlightenment energy. What's that? The Sun of Pentacles. This just fell out the deck for you. That could be you, Taurus, popping out, building, starting on new ventures. I don't know. Let's finish shuffling and see what these cards have to say for you. It's funny, as I'm talking about y'all and talking about seeing a Lover's card, one of your cards flies out the deck like, hey, I know, yeah, it's for me. That Son of Pentacles coming out after me seeing the Lover's card could possibly mean there is new love coming in for you and you are going to be very eager to build on it. But let's finish shuffling for you. Let's see what this new moon in Aries, this new lunar cycle, has in store for you. Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising. Let's go on and cut the deck for you. All right, what's poppin'? Who did that come out for? That came out for Aries, but that flew out the deck. It's a little bit of clarity for you, okay? Or somebody coming in for you, we'll see. It's crossing you. It's kind of a quiet time for you, Taurus, a little bit. Oh, okay. I know those of y'all that be watching my videos, when I pull these cards, I know my reactions are a little off the chain sometimes. I will pull all these cards up to the front for you. Because I see two cards that are not really my favorite, what I will say before I even get started is when I pull all shit cards, I like to keep it real. So if you are somebody that is not a fan of the real, not a fan of keeping it honest, click out of my video right now, because I'm going to have to kick a little bit of tough game to you, it looks like. And again, if you feel like this just isn't for you, watch your moon or rising sign. But I like to keep it real because I feel like keeping it honest with people is the best way to help people, especially through tarot. These messages that come out are meant for you guys to see and to hear, okay? All right, so let's get started. What do we have coming up for you in the energy? This energy for this Aries moon cycle, you've got the Sun of Swords, and this has a couple possibilities to it. First and foremost, this is a court card, and I have the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. So this would be the, excuse me, this would be the Knight of Swords coming out. So you could be dealing with a very intense, vibrant, young male or individual with a lot of mental energy. Like you could be dealing with somebody that is a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius, somebody whose perspective is, who has a good grip on their perspective and has a wide range on their perspective and has a sense of clarity or coming into a sense of clarity. You could be meeting somebody that can help you discover some things that need to be discovered during this lunar cycle. Remember, this is all about new phases. On the other hand, the Sun of Swords coming in could just point to you actually coming into this energy of starting to realize and see things for what they really are. And that could be your situations, that could be your job, that could be, you know, your intellectual dealings with other people, because this is the sword suit. We're talking about the mental. But I do believe this is just coming out. What I get more so for this spread is that Taurus, whatever situation you're in or whatever type of life you're living, some things are not really working out for you, or you're not really liking where you're at currently, or you want some change, and you're just kind of in a sense where you're in a position to where you're not really sure how to go about changing those things to make that change. So this Sun of Swords coming up is just pointing to the beginning of you coming into some clarity. So this new moon in Aries, this lunar cycle for you, Taurus, is going to be the beginning of, pretty much this is going to be the beginning of the epiphany of the realization stage for you. Things are going to slowly start to come together for you, okay? And the next card that I've got coming up for you is the Four of Cups. And that comes in the position of what is crossing you during this time. The Four of Cups is not really my favorite card. It's not really a all shit card, but it is a card with a few red flags. So this is the Cups. Okay, Chance the Rapper, and this is actually one of my favorite songs by him. But you know, Chance the Rapper's voice when you're trying to talk, yeah, you can't really do both things simultaneously with him. I do have channel playing because I believe he is an Aries, and this is Aries season. I put some artists with that sign in the background of all of my tarot videos, if you guys haven't noticed. So it is Chance the Rapper for y'all today. But back to this reading. So the Four of Cups, cup suit, water suit, dealing with emotions, love, creativity, family. What this is looking like coming up, crossing you, what I'm picking up, Taurus, is whatever situation that you're in, that you're seeking clarity in or waiting for clarity in, to people on the outside looking in, it's almost like your life is good. You actually should just chill, settle down, hang out, and just keep what you have and stop striving for more. But this card coming up, crossing that clarity, is just kind of pointing, it just kind of confirms me saying, you know, there's a situation that you are discontent with, but you don't have that clarity. And so crossing you is this being discontent, being unhappy with what you're in, and you're just waiting for whatever information it is that you need to make moves and move forward. But to everybody else, it's almost like, why would you want to change your situation? But the Four of Cups coming up just kind of points to whatever it is that you're thinking about or looking for clarity in. At one time, you may have been, really excited about it, really invested in it, but your heart's just kind of not in it anymore. Whether that be, a familial situation, whether that be, a creative project, or whether it be a relationship, it's kind of like, yes, this was cool, but I think I'm over this, or whatever this is has run its course, and now you're just kind of stuck in the position of, okay, well, what's next, and how do I get to what's next? The next card coming up for you that I have in the spread is coming up in the position of action to take, or new opportunities, new beginnings. And interestingly enough, Taurus, you guys have the Hermit. And the Hermit card popping up for you, really, this is an interesting one in the action to take, because you're waiting for clarity in a situation that people don't really think you need clarity in. So this Hermit card coming up points to kind of, going within yourself, not necessarily removing yourself from, the general public or whatever, but maybe taking a step back from everything that you've been sharing with people, especially regarding this, whatever this situation is right here. You really need to go within yourself and really think about what it is that you want, what it is that you need, and what it is that needs to be done. Remember, we are in Aries season, and this new moon in Aries is all about new beginnings, new phases, new cycles. And it's looking like you are in the end of one, or trying to end some sort of cycle or some sort of phase in your life, and you just don't know how to go about that. And the Hermit card popping up in the action to take is say, hey, you might be onto something, but you really are going to have to take a step back and really evaluate your situation in order to make the moves that you need to make in order to move forward, or in order to move away from whatever it is that you're no longer happy with. All right, coming up for you guys in the position of personal healing. And I could be wrong. I'll have to go back and look at your videos, but I think the Hierophant has come up for you quite a few times. Coming up in the position of the self. So this card popping up in this position, what I believe this means is whatever situation this is, you are really looking for a mentor. Like, you really want some advice. It's kind of like, I just really don't know what to do. And you're seeking somebody who has either been in that same position, or who has a lot of wisdom, who can say, hey, this is what you can do. This is what you should consider. And now also the Hierophant is one of my psychic cards. So coming up in the position of yourself, whatever situation this is some sort of fated situation. And if it's a relationship, it's probably karmic. If it is a career, or if it is, a creative project, what it's looking like, it is something that you were supposed to do, but it's now time to move on. And all of this is kind of blocking you from getting to the point of being your own mentor, because you're seeking one right now. But this card popping up is also saying, hey, you need to clear some of this stuff up. You need to work through some of this stuff. You need to figure it out, because there's a lot of information here for you. There's a lot of things that you need to do. And Taurus, popping up in the self position, you're seeking a mentor, but also that card coming up in that position, honestly, especially because you have the Hermit before it, really could mean like you're gonna have to tap into yourself, because the answers are actually within you. Everything that you need to do, this clarity, you just maybe meditate, do some clarity meditations, but whatever you're looking for, you actually have the ability to figure it out on your own, and how to move past this Four of Cups. Okay, this is where it gets a little crazy, Taurus. especially because I'm thinking about that Lover's card. For a lot of you, there is a situation, a romantic situation that you're in where you're just kind of over it, and it's a lot of energy, a lot that you've put into it, but you're just not there anymore. Mentally, you're not there in your heart, you're not there in spirit, but you may not know how to move out of it. You're waiting for that sign, you're waiting for that person or something, instance, to come in and give you the opportunity to make that change. But there will be some clarity, possibly a person with now I said an air sign, but this could also be somebody who just seems to have a good grip on, or have a lot of knowledge, or have a good grasp on perspective. Not necessarily an air sign, but more likely an air sign, or somebody that carries a lot of that, you know, mental, intellectual energy. Especially Taurus, if you're in I hate when these readings turn into love readings, but I'm getting that a lot. Some of y'all are in some love situations, and whatever I'm about to say needs to be said to y'all. So if y'all are in that type of love relationship that you're just kind of, it's dead and you're ready to move out of it, the only way you're going to get out of it is by going within yourself and figuring out what it is that you need to do before leaving, or how you need to get out of that situation. You are your own mentor, and then there may also be somebody out there for you. But because I had the Lovers on the bottom of the deck, and now coming up in your soul message position, I've got the Three of Swords. Taurus, that could be two things. Whatever situation you're in, could very possibly your partner, or if we aren't talking about love, let me bring it back to the general a little bit. If we're not talking about love, your situation, your projects, your family, your relationships, it could be very, very possible that somebody on the other end may do something that puts you into a position to where you are just heartbroken, where you are just disappointed, where you feel betrayed, where you feel like you've been wrong. So because we're talking about, I'm looking at the Four of Cups as what's crossing you. So whatever this situation is, I believe it does have to do with love or family, or something that you're very emotionally invested in. Something on the other end of that may happen that leaves you feeling very, very hurt. Now, on the other hand, Taurus, if you are the person in the situation that really, really, really wants to initiate the ending, and it's looking like that's what these cards are saying, very possible that you may be the person causing the hurt. You may be the person that takes the action that causes all of this turmoil and causes the heartbreak and the depression, and actually may be causing the betrayal. So just keep it in mind. You could be on either end of that spectrum, Taurus. Be mindful of your interactions with people, especially your love connections. But what I will say, and I know a lot of people are like, girl, you crazy, but you as far as we know right now, well, and I mean, I believe we've lived more than one life, or we have more than one life to live, but in this life that we're in right now, as far as we know, we've got one. So if you're in a situation where you are unhappy, by all means, do you, boo-boo, do what makes you happy. I'm sorry, I might lose a couple subscribers, but you know, life is all about, the way I see it, life is all about enjoying it. So if you're in a situation that's making you unhappy, I believe the best thing for you to do is get out of it. And if another situation is presented to you which can bring you some joy, you know, genuine joy, not a lustful joy, like a situation that can really bring you some happiness, some peace, by all means, go for it. If you are interested in getting a little more clarity, go on and send me an email, or, you know, book a reading on my Etsy, or send me a message on Instantgo. I do hope that this reading resonates with you guys and can kind of help you move through this lunar cycle. That's what I really intend for it to do. If you like the reading, go on and hit that little thumbs up button. If you have any questions or comments, go on and drop them down below. I do get on here every couple of days, and I do respond to everybody. Unless you send me some, you know, negative, wild shit, then I don't respond. It gets deleted, or my Mercury in Leo will come out and I will probably say something very rude and then delete it later. but I try to stray from doing that last thing. So let's just keep it positive on here. Spread love. All right, guys. I think that's all I have to tell you guys. Oh yeah, check out the new moon in Aries video so you kind of have an idea of what's really going on during this time, and you can kind of put that in accordance with your tarot spread and see kind of how to maneuver through this time. Okay, guys, I really do appreciate y'all. Go on and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.